Have you ever spent too much time in your life trying to fix something that was already gone? A relationship that would never return? A dream that had already ended? A plan that no longer worked? Sometimes we hold on for so long that we forget something important. Not everything in life is meant to grow forever. And sometimes the bravest thing you can do is stop watering what is already dead. This is the story of a man who spent years watering plants that would never grow again.
In a quiet neighborhood lived a man named Oliver. Behind his small house was a beautiful garden. At least, it used to be. Years earlier, Oliver's garden had been famous in the neighborhood. Bright flowers, green trees, color everywhere. People walking by would often stop and admire it. Over time, something changed. One summer, a terrible drought came. The sun burned fiercely, rain disappeared, and slowly, many of the plants began to die. Leaves turned brown, flowers withered away, branches became dry and brittle. But Oliver refused to accept it. Every morning, Oliver walked into the garden with a watering can. He watered the dry plants, he watered the empty soil, he watered the lifeless trees. Day after day, week after week, month after month, neighbors began to notice. One of them finally asked him, "Oliver, why are you still watering those dead plants?" Oliver replied quietly, "They just need more time." Seasons passed. The garden never returned to what it once was, but Oliver continued watering. Because the garden was not just a garden, it was a memory. It reminded him of better days, days when his life felt full of color. Letting the garden die felt like letting those memories die too. So instead of planting something new, he kept watering the past. One afternoon, an old gardener walked by. He watched Oliver carefully for a long moment. Then he said, "You have a beautiful garden." Oliver looked around at the dry branches and empty soil. "Beautiful," he laughed softly. "It's dying." The old gardener nodded. "Yes, because you are watering the wrong things." Oliver looked confused. "What do you mean?" The old gardener pointed to the dried plants. "These plants are gone," he said. "No amount of water will bring them back." Oliver looked down silently. Then the old gardener pointed to an empty patch of soil. "This soil," he said, "is still alive. You can plant new seeds here, but you never will if all your water goes to the past." For the first time in years, Oliver truly looked at his garden. He saw something he had refused to see before. The past was gone, but the future was still waiting. The garden had not died, it had simply become an empty place, ready for something new. The next morning, Oliver walked into the garden again. But this time, he did not water the dead plants. Instead, he gently removed them, one by one. It was not easy. Each plant carried a memory. But slowly, the garden became an open space again. Then Oliver planted new seeds, small ones, fragile ones, possibilities. Many people live their lives like Oliver. They keep watering things that will never grow again. Old regrets, broken relationships, past failures, lost opportunities. But life has a simple rule. What you water is what grows. If you spend all your energy on what is already gone, you will never have the strength to grow something new. Sometimes, the most powerful step is not holding on, it is letting go. Because the moment you stop watering the past is the moment your future finally has room to grow.